Good Wednesday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 alive in Technicolor, CinemaScope, Dolby Sound, and all that stuff from Fort Clark Springs, Texas, 30 miles from the Texas-Mexico border on a Wednesday morning. So, what else? Hey Google, what's the temperature?
The current temperature in Bracketville is 41 degrees.
Bracketville's right across the highway. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
In Fairbanks, it's currently 7 degrees.
That's not bad. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 2 degrees.
Hey, y'all got two. That ain't much, is it? Anyway, hey Google, what's the temperature in Llano, Texas?
Currently in Llano, it's 38 degrees.
Always a little cooler there. But anyway, what else? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now. We got a little glare on our thing there. I'm going to fix that right quick. It bothers me. I think it's this thing right here. That light right there. That's better. Not great, but better. B-E-T-T-E-R, better, better. Anyway, moving right along to, hey Google, tell us a joke.
What do you call a belt made of watches? A waste of time.
Alrighty, moving right along to the noon video today will be Flavor of Mexico Part 2 of 2. It'll be a driving video. I think those of you that want to lower your blood pressure can watch it and your blood pressure will go down because there's no stress. I'm going to try to do stress-free videos. Why? Because a lot of them are not stress-free, I got to tell you. So having said that, what else? Yeah, it's first day of the rest of your life. I'm right here in a Class C motorhome, and I've got a washer and dryer and a little storage building back over here, and got me a little house there, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 1 small living area, and 1 small kitchen right there, under 400 square feet with a screened-in porch, and I ain't complaining. Why am I living in the RV instead of the house? Because I do me and you do you. All right, moving right along to Reg, R-E-G, in South Carolina, or S-C, whatever that is. This was on the Flavor of Texas. This was on Lopez Market. One of the best breakfast burritos I've ever had was at the donut place in Hubbard, Texas. Well, good. Go get you another one. Rick S., from a home back to the RV, says this seems to be the best living arrangement for you, Rusty. Hell, you've tried different ways, and the Class C seems to really fit your lifestyle best. Ride it for as long as you can. I totally agree, Rick S. This is E. Grace, says, hi, how are you? Well, I'm fine. How are you? How are you? I'm fine. Everything's chicken but the bill, and it's a pecking. Deborah Lynn Bailey on the Tiny Home Depot. We was thinking of building a little guest home for visitors. You could put a glass door in easy. Yep, or you can leave the door off if you want to. This is the deer that showed up briefly. There's a few comments on that. Steve Engelbrecht. Looks like Thorny may have moved with you. Well, yeah, there's plenty of thornies out there. There's plenty of prickly pear cactus. Yes, sir, plenty of that. Louis Paparella, just wondering, can you carry your trike in the Class C? I can, but I'm not because it takes up all the space in that storage spot. Scotty Thompson's got a couple here. The masked bowler from Wisconsin, Copperman. Good, cool video talk. Cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty Thompson. Enjoy your bowling tomorrow night. This is Stephen Greco on the Flavor of Texas. Hi, Rusty. That looks like a great family restaurant. It is. Trust me, it is. They've got really good food, simple stuff, homemade. Scotty Thompson again. I live in Superior, Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, Rusty. Cool comment call. Rusty, the stackable washers are also known as front loaders. Use 1/3 the water. Had mine over 14 years now. Oh, this is Sue D. I'm sorry. Really like it. Your new ones look beautiful in their new home. They do. Thank you, Sue D. Dandy Fi on Flavor of Texas. Can't believe how cheap their prices are. Would this place be considered Tex-Mex? No, I think it's just Mex-Mex. Simply me. Before Buck wandered away, there were 3 deer out there. Yeah, well, when I went walking yesterday, I must have seen 20. You know, there's a little trail that goes out in that brush and around for about a mile and a half. Well, actually, if you followed it around, it probably goes about 6 or 8, 10 miles. But I just take a shortcut. And but yeah, and yeah, saw probably about, I don't know, 15 to 20 deer. They were all over, busy yesterday. RV Living with the Geezer, check that channel out. Reminds me of some great little taco joints in San Antonio. What kind did you get, amigo? I got a chorizo and egg and a bean and egg. Southwest Sunset Seeker, your camera looked perfectly sharp at all times. Funky place. I'm sure that the tacos and burgers are good. How come you didn't show us your food? Because I don't do that. Every now and then I do. You know, I'm not one of those that, you know, does fake book or whatever you call it, or what do they call it now, Meta or crap. Anyway, no, I don't take pictures of my food and my face and all that crap all the time. No, I don't really do that. This is Sashi Smith. I take a picture of a pizza every now and then. Cute little walk. That's downtown Carrizozo, New Mexico. Yeah, it's a nice city. Nice. Not much going on there. This is Flavor of Texas, Louis Paparella. Little hole in the wall joints usually have the best grub. The workers put pride in their food and the customers can taste it. But there are other places in town. Yeah, there's a few. Julie Castagnaro. Put a camera out there for the deer. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I can see them right here anyway. I don't need to take pictures of them. You know, a lot of people take pictures of everything. You know, I mean, that's all you see is click, 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 click. And they never look at them. You know, it's just like a habit. You know what I mean? Like smoking cigarettes or something. Priscilla Duran. They had the rooster curtains, year of the rooster, LOL. Well, it's the year of the rooster in Mexico in a lot of places all the time. I mean, they like them roosters. W.J. Ebel, keep on keeping on. You bet, babe. I'm a keeping on. This is the deer. Marcy Griffin, awesome. Thanks for sharing, Rusty. Yeah, that was just a little spur of the moment. I was sitting right here where I'm sitting right now. Looked out the window and I saw an old buck about, well, from where I was to where he was, probably, 25 yards maybe or less. And so I thought I'd do that, and I did. Also, anyway, thank you, Marcy. Snowy Bells 12. Howdy, Rusty. Nature is just so amazing. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Rusty, you're welcome. Yeah, I do that every now and then. Why? Because that's all I do. I mean, I'm a softball video creator on YouTube. I don't do stressful videos or try to avoid them. And, well, not avoid them. I'm just too damn lazy to do them. Let me say that. I don't want to. I just want to do simple stuff, man. I mean, I think people need to see nature and stuff. Jen, great location for your RV. Forget about Henry VIII. Read about how Teddy Roosevelt hunted deer in his backyard for Christmas dinner. Yeah, I hear you. I'm sure he had it tough. Stroker Ace, this is a very important video. You on the deer? It was to me. It's all right. Deborah Dockler on comment calls. She's got 2, 3. She got a lot of them. Also want to say I think your house on wheels. Also want to say I think you like your house on wheels because after your surgery, may not be able to see as well for a bit. I'm sure you will be okay. I hope so. I just want to say hi, and I'm glad you got your washer and dryer. And he's a good one. Don't shoot on the deer. Thank you, Deborah Dockler. Anyway, this is on the tiny home. This is Levi Brewer. Says nice house. Yeah, it is a nice little house, and you have the ability to fix up something like that because you've done it. James Ortiz on the Flavor of Texas. I miss the tortas made in old El Paso. Yep. Yeah, they're good stuff. Chi-Chi McGee on the deer. We don't have deer with white spots in New England. I've never seen one anyway. Well, you know, the ones, these are axis deer. They're not native to Texas. They were brought in by big ranchers for people to hunt exotic game, and they've gotten out and bred, and now we've got them everywhere. Sharon and Gay, I enjoyed the deer and the nature show you filmed. Animals are really neat to watch from a distance because they live their lives and be themselves without fear of humans harming them. They do here because, see, they don't hunt on this part of Fort Clark Springs, but they do on the southern part, a little further south. That's where they can do their deer hunting. So the deer that are in this area, they got smart. They said, wait a minute, we go down there, we get shot. We stay over here, we get fed. And they do. People feed them. This person's name is Long Way Around. How wonderful to have such a view out your window. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I've seen turkeys and all kind of stuff out there. Even saw a coon one morning. D. Anderson on the Flavor of Texas. Looks like some of the tables and chairs were donated by the neighboring school. That's one cool little restaurant. Yeah, and at lunchtime when the kids come in there, it's pretty crowded, I'm sure. I've never been there right at lunchtime for school. John Todd, hey Rusty, thanks for answering my question on some wildlife videos. However brief, they were worth it for me. Thanks, old buddy. Keep up the good work. Thank you, John Todd. New York Don, NY Don. Deer 30, not beer 30, Deer 30. Thank you, NY Don. Little Kittle, love that view, amigo. Maybe they had laundry to do and heard there was a new laundromat close by your home. Yeah, they were checking out my storage building. Bert Bowers, from looking what the outside looks like, I wouldn't want to be eating anything from what's being made on the inside. Boy, I'm telling you, Bert, you sure miss a lot. And then Keith Bronson says, aren't you the critic? I'm sure they would be more than happy not to serve you. I hear you. Backroads 82, now that is a 5-star restaurant. Nothing like a good relaxing place to eat. No, it's nice, man. And every time I go in there, the guy that runs it, I guess, he always teaches me some Spanish. Hey Google, how do you say have a good day in Spanish?
In Spanish, that's.
Que tenga un buen día.
Que tengo.
What else should I translate?
That's enough. You can stop now. Anyway, that's it. Anyway, Beverly Johnson, hey, it says, Rusty, do you have an email or post office box? I live in Victoria. Yeah, I got both. I got rusty78609 and then P.O. Box 146, Brackettville, Texas 78832. How about that? Oh, here we go. Matilda's got something to eat here. Here you go. Now, this is actually a comment. I'm going to read it to you just like they put it. This is on that little restaurant here in Brackettville. All right. He's gone forever. Roger That is the person's name. And anybody that stupid, that brain dead, that would leave this kind of comment, he says, looks like a shithole, but what do I know? I'll tell you what you know. You know you're being fed to Matilda. That's what you know, and you're gone forever, Roger That. You don't do that, man. What the hell is that? And Matilda's just grinning about that. See that smile on her face? Thank you very much, Roger. Anyway, that's a good old waffle with maple syrup. Boom. And homemade butter. Matilda goes, ooh. Liking that, huh? Kimberly Hatcher. It is really a good place to eat breakfast, and their prices are really good. Yeah, it is. And, don't be so, I can't believe people leave rude comments like that. That is so bad, man. Sherry Hooker. Rusty, there is the one across the road that you were pointing at, but there was one in the brush on the right close to you. The spots were really clear. Yeah, well, you can't, in the video, from the side I see it, you can't see everything. You can't see everything real clearly. I know. I'm wiping my nose. I hear you. Yeah, good. Says the spots were really clear. Good, Sherry. Thank you for that info. Cynthia Bird. Was that the beautiful blue bird in the tree far right? I don't know. I didn't see it. This is Scribe 22. Thumbs up to you. James Mashinsky. Rusty, that is a great selling point for your property. Well, I don't plan on selling it, though, because if I did sell it, where in the hell am I going to go then? I mean, there's nothing out there even close to this price anywhere in the United States as far as I know. R-Man, Rusty, you need to write a book on how to make the most of life. I'm not sure anyone knows how to live it and cherish the small stuff like you do. Well, it's not only that, man. I mean, I just, everybody sees life from their perspective. See, I grew up in South Texas on a farm, and our community was probably 40% Hispanic even back in the 50s, and so it was, we had a lot of good little Mexican restaurants there, and it's the same way here. This is kind of like Kennedy 1950 to me. Rick G on says spaghetti, whatever that means. I'm sure it's supposed to be a smart remark. Flavor of Texas, Weymouth, Maine, good bed, Rusty. I can smell the tacos from here. Yeah, if you go in, you really get the flavor because you can smell them cooking. Smell the food cooking. Proton Neutron, almost dinner, almost. King for a day. Says, we have a few of these around where I live, not a fast food Taco Bell, Taco Villa, Rosas, definitely not one of the big Mexican food restaurants. More like what someone would cook in their kitchen at home. Surprised they don't have any of the Mexican ice cream. They may have, I didn't ask. WTBM 123, Cool. Poodle Professor says, nice, same temperature here in San Antonio, cold for me. I have a fire going. We're good for you, Poodle Professor. Stay warm. Oleta Benson on the deer. I wish I could show you what is outside my window now. About 20 white-tailed deer. We live in an area of pine forest, so this time of year there isn't anything for them to eat. We feed them every other day. We also feed many birds. Last year we had 5 species of woodpeckers among other kinds too. Love watching nature. Enjoy. Good for you, Oleta. I don't feed anything but me. Ann Mitt, nice on the deer. Thank you. Tom Wilson on the deer. Cool. Lindsay Abraham on the deer. Thank you for sharing. This made my day. See there? Thank you, Linda. Lindsay. Sashi Smith. How fun to see in your yard. Apparently the girlfriend is keeping her distance. Yeah, they must have had a little falling out. Lucy Foster. Did you see the third deer? No, I couldn't see much in the camera from this side. I was looking in the camera. I was trying to get all the deer in it. Thanks for sharing. Love to see them. You're quite welcome. This person's name is Thanks Veterans. Matilda doesn't need to shop at a grocery store, LOL. No, she doesn't. She gets everything home delivered. DJ Davison. Good to see old Buck and his girlfriend stop by to visit. Better than people, hopefully regular visitors. Very cool. Yeah, I see deer every day, man. I mean, whether they may not come right here. Well, they do right to my left because the people behind me in the house back that way, they feed the deer. So every morning when I get up to go walking, there's at least 2 or 3 deer waiting for them to put out corn. Hey Google, do deer like to eat corn?
On the website ckwri.tamic.edu, they say, corn is composed primarily of starch, which is meant to serve as an energy source for the corn seedling
so that's
after
why
germination.
they do, but there's other things they'd rather have. I know, I can't think of it now. But DJ Davison, good to see old Buck and his girlfriend stop by to visit. Yeah, I got you. Thank you, DJ. W. Thurman, I saw 3 of them. Good video. Well, good for you, W. Thurman. And this person's name is Okie Jammer. Oh, gorgeous. And they're safe there. Makes me wonder how quietly close they are to you on your walks. Oh, they're right within 10 feet of me when I'm walking. They're not scared of me. Levi Brewer, cactus is still green. Yeah, it is. Still green here. We don't get much real cold weather, that's why. Ninetta McNeil. Hi, wanted you to know that everything was in focus while watching the cafe video. Good one. Well, I'm glad to hear that because it didn't look too good from my side. Russ Hancock, you've got an awesome little spot. Well, yeah, it's not an accident, though. I looked all over the United States. I just didn't wake up more and more and say, damn, I think I'll go live in Brackettville. But anyway, yeah, it's a nice spot. I like it. I do. GER Texan, Gare Texan, on the Flavor of Texas. Reminds me of the little family-run joint across from my old high school in Texas in the early 1980s. They served breakfast tacos all day long, and if I remember correctly, they were 50 cents a piece. At lunchtime, every table was full of high school kids. For $2.50, you could get 3 breakfast tacos and a cold soda for lunch for $2.50. Well, I remember ordering at the counter in Tex-Mex Spanish. Yeah. It helps if you know a little Spanish, particularly when you live in a town. Well, like Brackettville is probably, I'd say 60 to 70% Hispanic, and then Fort Clark Springs is probably 30% Spanish, maybe 40. It changes over here. Lou Perry, what an awesome chance to see wildlife close up and personal. Thanks for sharing. See, I take that for granted. I assume, well, I don't assume it because assumption's the mother of all mistakes, but you look at it from your perspective and you kind of assume that people have that where they are, and most people don't. I'd say 90% of the people watching these videos don't have that kind of view, or maybe more. Lou Perry, what an awesome chance to see wildlife. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. We'll do 3 more here and then shut it down. Katie Hilton, antlers, they grow as bone from the skull. That's right. And they fall off early spring to be regrown starting in late spring. I left that reply. Yeah, it's amazing how they regrow them, and every year they get a little bigger and bigger and bigger. Rita Richardson, beautiful creatures, I love them. And last one here, Laura Child, love when you get to see wildlife, especially deer, so long for now, Rusty. Oh, here's one here. Teos Rob. Those doe are either axis or fallow deer, not native to Texas. Must have escaped from one of those paid hunting ranches. Probably. Yeah, they probably did. I'm sure they did. But anyway, having said that, ladies and gentlemen, from the gang, the Rooster, and me, Rusty78609, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. That's the Carpe diem clock. But anyway, seize the day. Carpe diem. And adios, bye-bye, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, well, no, bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link in the description and go to Amazon and buy whatever you choose. If you're going to buy something from Amazon anyway, why not? If you don't want to fool with it, don't. Anyway, what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water, and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is eat less. That's it. That's the only mathematical equation that really works. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress. And relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet. Do that several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, 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 stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately, and you may live longer, healthier, because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have, every dream, every memory, everything. So common sense says, add good ingredients. Ta-da! Don't watch the news, don't watch the news, don't watch the news. Why? Because it's the negativity from the whole world. Exaggerated and lied about. You know, it's just brought to you by highly paid talking heads that are paid to get in your head and get the ratings up so they can make more money. You know, it doesn't have anything with delivering the truth or even anything close. Okay, will they lie? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have they lied in the past? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, guys, you got to know that. So if you want to get the news without all the emotion, read it. Okay. It takes out the emotion. Now, you still get the negativity and the lies, but at least it's not given to you like this. Best thing to do is if you want to know something, look it up. Do your own research. If you do that, you'll find out how little you really need to know. All right? You know, the news is just a bunch of garbage dumped in your brain. But anyway, having said that, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the noon video, which will be a little driving video, the flavor of Mexico. I like it. Anyway, guys, adios, bye-bye.